Okay, perfect. So it's still you, Tara and Tamara, right?
It's going to be Tara and Tiffany now.
Oh, Tara and Tiffany now.
Yes.
Okay, I'll scratch Tamara off and put Tiffany back on. Okay, perfect. So now, Tiffany, have you worked with Care Credit prior?
I have not, no.
You have not. Okay. So, Tara, some of this might sound redundant to you, but I want to make sure that we can get Tiffany on the same board as everybody else.
Okay.
Okay? All right, perfect. So go ahead and open up the orientation guide there to page number 12.
Okay. Let's see.
So just so you both know, in case you forgot, my name again is Sharon Riley Leonard. I am calling from Care Credit. I am calling to do the refresh training with you. So I'm excited to work with both of you. We're going to the call is mainly going to cover a lot of the Care Credit regulatory and program guidelines and any recent updates that we've done.
Okay.
Okay? And then I know that you already told me that you're recording, and I already told you that my call could be recorded or monitored for quality assurance purposes.
Yes.
So how would you, Tara, since you've done this before, how would you rate your experience with Care Credit? Would you say it's high, medium, or low?
I would say like a medium.
Medium, okay. And then what % of the patients are offered Care Credit as a payment option?
Every patient that does request payment, like a payment plan option.
So every patient that's asking for financing?
Yeah.
Okay, now is Care Credit the only financing option?
No, we have another third party, which is called the Lending Club.
The Lending Club?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, perfect. All right, good. Because I always like to find that out too, so that way we can make sure of everything that we're going over. So as far as on page number 12 there, on the orientation guide, it says that it's a healthcare credit card and it can be used for the whole family. And once they have the card, they never have to reapply.
Okay.
Okay? So what that means is I know like with Lending Club, once they use it, they have to reapply again, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So with Care Credit, they do not.
Okay.
So as long as they use the Care Credit card at least once or twice in the year, they never have to reapply.
Okay.
Okay? And they can use it for their whole family, including their pets.
Okay.
Okay? So by that, let's say, for instance, Tara, let's say you have a Care Credit card,
Yes.
right? And let's say that you're with your mother-in-law, and your mother-in-law falls, and you take her into one of the ambulatory surgical centers. She doesn't have anything, and you forgot to grab her purse and her wallet. But you have yours, so you say, well, do you take Care Credit? And they say, yes. You can put that on your Care Credit card because you are present to show it and give them the second form of ID.
Okay.
Okay? So that's kind of how it works for everyone in the family.
Okay.
So just so you both know, Care Credit is taken in a lot of different areas due to the changes in the healthcare industry, in the insurance industry. We are now in the, like I said, ambulatory surgical centers. We're in OBGYN centers. We're in the diagnostic imaging centers. We're in weight loss. We're in chiropractic. We're in cosmetology. We're in rheumatoid arthritis. We're in a lot of different areas now. So once you have a card, you can take it to any other practice. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to stay with a dental type of practice. It can go to any type of practice.
Okay.
Okay? And then do you both know how a revolving line of credit works?
Kind of, a little bit.
Okay, so just let me explain it to you. A revolving line of credit is this. When you apply for a credit, like a credit card, you're given a standard amount, right?
Yes.
It's called your credit limit. You can borrow against that credit limit as long as there's a limit available. Once you start paying that back, that credit limit keeps coming back up, and eventually it's going to get to the standard that they set you.
Okay.
Okay, that's a revolving line of credit.
Oh.
So let's go on down to page number 13.
Okay. Got it.
Page 13 is our promotional disclosures. So Care Credit does offer two types of special financing, and it's very important that you know how to describe them to whether it's a new patient or an existing patient with Care Credit. So the first one that we have are for treatments over $200, and it is called our deferred interest no interest if paid in full. They do need to understand it is a deferred interest, as interest will be accruing at 26.99 from the very first day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? The second plan that CareCredit offers is called our fixed payment reduced APR. These can be for treatments over $1,000. Patients need to understand the interest rate is fixed at 14.90, and it is included into their monthly payment amount that they're going to send into CareCredit. That includes the principal and the interest.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So let's go on down to page number 14.
Okay.
Page 14 is deferred interest, no interest if paid in full. Is the first one, and it is up to the practices to decide which plans you would like to offer. You can offer the 6, 12, 18, or 24 months. A lot of that depends because of the provider fee that is charged to the practice off the top. We take that, and then after that, in 2 days, we deposit into the bank merchant account number. Okay? Once you pay your provider fee, you're done. You don't have to worry about if that patient's paying CareCredit or not paying CareCredit. That's something we're going to take over.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So with the deferred interest, no interest is paid in full. Do you currently know what you're offering?
Yeah, we're doing 6 or 12 months.
Okay.
That is, well, when there's an option, there is a, there is an option for extended, but we don't really offer that because then I believe we're responsible for the interest, right?
No.
Okay, so how does that work?
No. Okay, good question. I'm going to explain them all both to you really, really well here.
Okay.
So with the deferred interest, no interest is paid in full. Interest will be accruing onto your patient's billing statements at 26.99. The only thing the provider pays is the one-time provider fee.
Oh.
Okay, you don't pay any of the interest.
Every time a transaction is processed, or just per year or per month?
Every time a transaction is processed, you pay the provider fee.
Okay, and
we
how much
take
is
that
that?
off the top before we deposit into the bank account.
Okay, and how much is that?
Okay. So now with the fixed payment reduced APRs, these are the ones that have a locked-in interest of 14.90.
Yes.
If the treatment is $1,000 or more, patients can choose the 24, 36, or 48 months. If the treatment is over $2,500, they can actually choose our 60-month plan.
Okay.
Now, the interest is added into the principal amount that the patient is going to pay, not the doctor.
Okay.
The doctor only has a provider fee, same as the deferred, one time, right as soon as it's processed.
Okay.
Okay? So just remember that the 2 plans that CareCredit has is deferred interest, no interest is paid in full, and a fixed payment reduced APR.
Okay.
Okay? Let's go down to page 15. And these are the provider fees. So I'm going to make sure that you know what they are.
Okay.
That way you're aware going forward of how much is coming off the top before we deposit into the merchant bank account. So with that 6 months deferred interest, no interest is paid in full, your provider fee for that, now you just do regular dentistry, right?
We do, general dentistry.
Okay. You don't do any Invisalign or anything.
Invisalign?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do Invisalign. Well, we do ortho.
Okay. So on the ortho, is it Invisalign or is it just straight ortho, like clear correct?
She's telling us, she's directing us, and we have this saved, so we can go. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Yes. What type of ortho do you do? Is it an Invisalign product or is it other products with ortho?
It's similar. It's 6 month smiles.
6 month smiles. Okay.
Yeah.
The reason I was asking is because CareCredit is partnered with Invisalign, so I wanted to make sure I was giving you the right code. So since you're not doing any Invisalign, it's just regular dentistry. So your 6 month fee that we would take off the top would be 5.9. The 12 months is 9.9. The 18 is 13.5. And the 24 months is 14.9.
Okay.
Okay? So go down to page number 16. I want to show you how a deferred interest, no interest, paid in full works. So on this page 16, it's a deferred interest, no interest, paid in full. There's three common scenarios here. And this patient did a $1,200 treatment. They did decide on the 6-month deferred interest, no interest is paid in full. So the first one here is showing you the patient's going to pay equal monthly payments of $200 a month. That will pay everything off in the 6-month time frame. So all of the interest that's been accruing is going to be deferred. It's going to be waived off. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then I always like to show number 3. Number 3, this patient was only able to do the minimum payment for all 6 months. So they did not get it paid off in full in the 6-month time frame. They still have $984 due. Plus now they owe all of that interest that's been accruing from day 1 at $26.99.
Okay.
So very important, we make sure the patients understand they have to pay it in full so they don't have to pay that interest that's showing on their statement.
Okay.
Okay? Let's go down to page number 18. This is the fixed payment reduced APR. And the provider fee on all of these is 5%.
Okay.
Okay? So that would be a one-time, we would take 5% off the top, put the remainder into your merchant account in 2 business days. And then I want to show you how one of those plans works. That's on page number 19. So this one, the patient did a $2,400 treatment. They did choose the 48-month fixed payment reduced APR. So their monthly payment is $67 a month. It will pay everything off in the 48 months, including the interest. And the interest added up to $801 for the 4 years, so that'll pay care credit $3201.
Okay.
Okay? Now, one of the great things about both of the plans is that there are no prepayment penalties, so patients can actually pay these off at any time they like.
Okay.
Okay? So I have a quick question for both of you. If I am your patient and I am asking you about the 2 types of plans Care Credit has available, how would you describe them?
We have the 6 to 18 months deferred interest. And then we have, no, she's asking us a question, Dr. Ann. And we have the extended payment plan with a standard 14.9%, which is the 24 months. Yeah, 24 to 48. And then, yeah, we can go into more detail about that.
Yep, once you know the dollar amount.
Yeah.
When you want to go into more details. But if you don't know the details and they're just asking before they even go back to the doctor, the easiest thing is to tell them that that Care Credit has a deferred interest, no interest is paid in full, and they offer a fixed payment reduced APR. It's that simple. Okay, any questions on those 2?
No.
Okay, let's go down to page 21.
Okay.
Page 21, this is our standard terms. So with the standard terms, this would work just like any other type of credit card. The provider fee to the doctor is $1.9. These can be for purchases from $1 to $199.99.
Okay.
So usually if they have like a general cleaning or a general x-ray, once a year, sometimes all of that's under $200, they can put it on their Care Credit card. They just need to understand that these will be accruing interest at $26.99 from day 1. So the sooner they pay it off, the faster it'll be done.
Okay.
Okay, any questions on that one?
No.
Okay, let's go to page 24. Actually, 25, I'm sorry.
Okay.
And this one says is important information for dental and audiology practices. Now, do you process applications in the practice?
Can I, I do apologize, can I